Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. How's everyone doing out there? Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, everyone knows out there the J Lounge is a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with entertainers, actors, singers, directors, you know it, you name it. They all come down here and they all have a really, really great time. As always, I'm always super excited to be introducing our next guest for the show. He is an actor. He is a singer. You might have seen his work on Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, Netflix, Weird City, YouTube Premium, and Idiot Sitter Comedy Central, School of Rock, Nickelodeon. And he was even honored to be the first African American to portray Horton in a national touring production of Suzuko the Musical. That's so awesome. But everyone, please give everyone welcome to Cleo Berry. Hi,
Hey, thank you. What an intro. Loving it, loving it.
Cleo. How are
Go
you?
ahead. I'm fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
fantastic.
How are we doing today?
Great. Doing well. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. I am so excited to be able to do this interview with you. Yeah, I cannot wait for my audience to learn more about you. And again, I just appreciate you being on here today.
Thanks for the invite.
Of course, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the first question at you.
Okay.
What began your passion for acting and singing?
Well, I was blessed that I grew up in a city in Little Rock, Arkansas, called Little Rock, Arkansas, where arts was everywhere. There was an overabundance of arts. And I went to an elementary school that was an art school. And I had wonderful teachers there that introduced us to a lot of tours and plays around the city. We would go and take trips to go see art things around the city. And I had a teacher named Mrs. Hanson, who was my music teacher my entire elementary school. Uh, and in sixth grade, she was Oliver. I mean, she played Nancy in a production of Oliver at
Ooh,
a theater we went to, and seeing her on that stage brought all of us to life. And then, of course, we saw the other little kids in the show, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. And I got back to school and was like, how can I do that? And she showed us. She showed me and my mother how to, go get training and audition. And within 2 years, I had already done the biggest professional theater in Arkansas. So it was really cool. And I thank her for that.
oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. I love that. I really have to myself really want to do more plays and go out to more plays here in Washington because the talent that you see and it's just amazing. So
It really is. It really is. Like, don't sleep on repertory theaters, in the
yes,
States. They got it going on. It's not just going
yes,
on on Broadway in New York City. Check out your reps in your city, your states.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me that because yes, I have been sleeping on it. I'm not gonna lie. So I definitely need to wake up and go and do some and go see some shows.
Yes, please. They're waiting for you. Y'all, they're
Yes.
waiting for us to check them out. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes, that is going to be on my to-do list. All right. Going on to the next question. As an actor, Cleo, what roles do you gravitate to?
Well, I like acting in general, but I will say what has pulled me the most is comedy. Hearing an audience laugh, making an audience laugh, taking them away from their troubles, their problems, whatever they're going through during that day, being, a catalyst to make them forget that is something that I cherish. And it's something that it is innately me. I wake up and I am just funny. And so that's what gravitates me towards performing and acting. But I will say drama, being able to cry on cue, being able to, elicit a response, through that is also good for me. I like it all. I like it all.
Yeah, especially comedy, which, contrary to popular belief, is not always as easy to do. It's not
Oh my
always
gosh.
easy.
It's a science. It is a science. Like, it's literally being broken down. Y'all aren't seeing that part. Like, comedy is being broken down, trying to make sure we get the laugh in exactly the right place, making sure you guys get it and you hit that laugh at exactly the right place so we can continue on with the scene. You guys don't forget anything. It's a science. Respect the
Yes.
comedians. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, it's not just thinking of a joke and then saying the joke and hoping it lands. No, as you just said, it is a
No,
science. You got to learn how to read the room. You got to learn how to
right,
know which joke to insert at which time. Is it going to get the most laughs?
right.
All of it. It is
It's
not easy.
it's choreographed. It is a dance. Yes, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh my goodness. And hey, kudos for you for doing the damn thing and for being hilarious, for always being spot on.
You know,
So,
I try now. I try to do what I do when I do it. You know what I'm saying? I try. You know, give y'all a little something, something.
well, I appreciate the little something, something. Keep going at it. Okay.
Will do. Done and done.
Perfect. All right. Going on to the next question, Cleo. Going on to number
Okay.
three. Name three people who influenced your career and why.
Well, I have to go with number one being Mrs. Hanson, the music teacher that I
Mm.
mentioned earlier. And then second would be another music teacher named Mrs. Stubblefield. She was my third grade music teacher, I believe. She was the one that let my parents know that I was the class clown and had them looking through the door window in my school to check me out, you know, live and see what I'm doing when everybody else is trying to work. I've done my work and I'm making jokes. So she was the first one to let us know that there's something's up here. And since then, she has been a constant in my life, encouraging me. Sometimes she will call my cell phone in the middle of a class and have me talk to another student who's a class clown and, you know, let him or her know that do your work, be funny, and there's an opportunity later to do something else with your life, you know?
Mhm.
Because a lot of people don't get that, you know, using what you have to get ahead in life, where I come from. So she's always been like, let them know that they can do something in the arts, that they can, you know, they can write these jokes down and tell them on the stage, they can write it for somebody else, they can, you know, all these type of things. So she's been a constant in my life. So I thank her. And the next person is someone who I haven't met at all, but I love, and that's Brandy Norwood, the singer. Uh, she's like my star, my star. And she was when I was discovering my love of all of this, you know, with Mrs. Hanson when I was 12 and 13 years old, Brandy was establishing herself as a star. So I had someone to look to like go, oh, okay, that's how you traverse this industry as a black person. That's how you do this. This is how you do this.
Mhm.
This you don't have to be so hardcore. I don't have to be so uh, 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 give off an image that the world wants me to give off because I'm a black guy. So that's also so.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also someone who I cherish a lot because she was making it happen at a time when I was discovering who I was. So yeah,
Love it. First of all, love Brandy Norwood. Moesha, look. Okay. Shout.
Cinderella, look,
Okay.
first black Barbie, don't play. Okay,
Yes, Brandy was. I mean, I completely agree with you. She is my inspiration as well because she has done the whole damn thing and remained true to herself throughout the whole process.
seriously,
It's just you can't help but admire her, singer, actor. I mean, it is just yeah, she's definitely I feel even though everyone recognizes how amazing she is, sometimes I still feel like she's underrated because as much as
absolutely.
she is success and because as much as she's done. I just whenever I see her on the big screen or anywhere, I just get happy because that girl deserves all her flowers. Okay.
Same, same, same.
And I
Agreed.
have to give her up to her, especially when she was first starting out. We all know how absolutely cutthroat Hollywood is, especially when it came to that beauty standard. And we all know that
Right.
Hollywood has this way of trying to push certain beauty types and standards, to fit their mold. But Brandy was like, nope, you're going to accept me with my chocolate skin, with my big beautiful lips, and you're just going to have to deal with it.
And
So
my braids and get over it. Yep.
yes, and the breath. Thank you. How could I
Yep.
forget that?
Yep.
Yes, that
Right.
is representing, and I love it. I love how she did not stoop to Hollywood standard of beauty, and she was like, "I define my own, so deal with it."
And
I
now
love
she's in a category of her own in beauty. Like she's
it.
established her own kind. It's amazing. And I hate the fact if you're listening, Brandy, if she ever hears this, all of my closest friends have met you and I haven't. What's up with that?
What?
What's up with that? You know?
What is
Uh,
what up with that? Wait a minute.
What's up, universe? What's up? It's how I
Hello,
feel
hang
right
on.
now. What am I missing? What am I missing out on? It's how I feel right now.
Like what? I'm right there with you. I would be so indignant. First of all, universe, what? Second of all, I am like the biggest Brandy fan. What the hell?
Absolutely. See, I didn't know I can curse. What the hell is
Yes.
going on?
What the
Okay.
hell is
So
going on? No, I would be right there with you. I would be so indignant. I don't even know if I will be able to look my friends in the eye. That is how bitter I
I
would
have
be.
diverted the attention sometimes away from them when they've spoken about it. I have had to just, sit with
Oh,
myself.
yes, I felt that. Oh, I felt that. Oh, I felt that so hard. I understand, Cleo. I understand. All right. Going on to the number 4 question. Cleo, what's been your favorite role to date?
Okay, way to throw that out there. Let me see. I would say that I'm thankful for all of them. I just want to get that out there. But House being my first role that I did when I got to Los Angeles, and it was during a time where I said I'm going to give myself a year, and if I don't book anything in a year, I know that that's the universe telling me to go back where I came from, back to New York City. I try theater again. And within that first year, I booked House, I booked the movie, I booked a lot of things, and working
Yes.
on House kind of just opened my eyes up to not only can I do comedy, but I can do it in a way that's understated. I can do it on a 1 hour drama, and I can do it opposite of Star. And so that gave me a lot. It had a lot of casting directors open their eyes about me. I had a lot of people asking, "Who are you? Where did you come from?" And so that really helps me out. And I would say more closely, now to today's date, the thing that has been my favorite role would probably be working on Dad Stop Embarrassing Me with Jamie Foxx
Ooh,
and
yes.
you know and David Allen Greer, and it was just like, what is going on right now? Like, I watched the Jamie Foxx show back in the day. I watched, I loved. He's on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the comedians that are on my wall. Uh, and to be able to actually work with him be like, dude, you are funny. Dude, you're great. Having the set be like, oh, your jokes are killing it. You know, on the same set that he's on was kind of just like mind blowing to me.
That
That
is
was
mind
awesome.
blowing. Oh my gosh. And what a huge compliment. Honestly, to have, like you said, Jamie Foxx. I mean, I watched the Jamie Foxx show when I was young too. Used to be cracking up for hours because of that show, because of Jamie. And just to have him say that to you, I mean, how awesome. What a confident booster, too.
Right. And just a couple of times on set when nobody's even looking, dude, you're so funny, or blah, 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 blah. It was just insane.
Oh,
It was so cool. So cool.
that is
So cool.
awesome. And I love the fact that yes, that you named House as one of your favorite roles to date. House was to me still one of the most intriguing shows ever to appear, on TV. So to be able to kind of work with the amazing kind of actors that you did, that's just awesome. That is awesome.
It was fun. It was so much
Uh,
fun.
love it. Going on to the next question, Cleo, I want to make sure my audience keeps up with you and your work. Where are you on social media?
On Instagram, I am at Totally Cleo. That's
Mm-hmm.
TOTALLYCLEO, Totally Cleo. And on Twitter, I am at Cleo Berry, CleoBerry.
Perfect. And of course, I highly encourage my audience make sure you go follow Cleo Beer in all social media platforms. Check out his work, give him a shout out, and just, appreciate the fact that this man is a funny dude and he is putting in the work. So,
Right, right. Come on over. Let's talk for a spell. Let's talk. Let's
yeah,
in chat. You know.
exactly. Let's collaborate. Let's talk a little bit.
Okay, take it to the next level, right? Let's collaborate. Let's network. I'm loving where your brain is going right now. I'm loving it.
Love it. Thank you. Going on to the next question, going on to number 6, what future projects are you involved with currently that you can give just a small little dish about to the J Lounge audience?
Well, I will say this. I right now I have a commercial on Direct TV that just came out. a week or so, 2 weeks ago or so, with Dak Prescott, the quarterback from the Dallas Cowboys, and a few of the housewives, Teresa Giudice and Kenya Moore, and
Okay.
a few other people. And I'm recurring right now on a Disney Junior animated series that premieres on September 21st across Disney Junior, Disney Channel, and the Disney Plus app called Firebuds. I play a character named Grant. My first episode is the second episode of the season. So I'm excited about that, excited to see how everything turns out. And it's by the creator of Sophia the First and a few other cartoons on there. So it has a big star-studded cast, and I'm excited about it. And that's what's coming up next. And I have one other thing that I can't tell you guys about at all. So I will simply say, check me on the social medias and also check my IMDb. Check me on IMDb if that'll give you a clearer, hopefully more concise idea of what's coming up next.
Ooh. Well, we here at the Jane Lounge are excited. We cannot wait to see more of your work, more what you're doing. So definitely make sure you keep us here posted because we definitely want to check out more from you. That is for sure.
Done and done.
Oh, thank you. All right. Going on to the next question, now, Cleo, what goals do you hope to accomplish in your career that you haven't yet?
Oh, okay. So I will say this. I'm not finished until I create a family entertainment empire.
Hmm.
That's
Love it.
that's my goal. I'm trying to not even trying, I am starting to build the empire right now where I will write, star, direct, produce, my own projects. We've got the production company down. I've written with a few other co-writing partners, 5 or 6 pilot scripts so far. We have 3 feature films already written. We're getting stuff together to attack this industry, in a good way for ourselves, and to put some content out there that really mirrors us in our walk of life and our walk through this world. And I think it's entertainment that's needed, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to take the next step in the journey and create, produce,
Yes.
put my seal of approval on something, that came out of my brain. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish in my career. Those are my goals, and everything else falls underneath that in some kind of way, form, or fashion.
Love it. Love it. I love your goals because for one, I'm gonna go out here and say this. We need more Black media empires. So I'm all for supporting that. Okay, we do.
Support. I need it. I thank you for it.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Trying to create a media empire so I can, help other people can, do the same thing. Because it's this industry, this entertainment industry, it's great. It can be rewarding, but it's very challenging. There's a lot of dark sides to it. And yeah, and I just
Right,
want
right.
to help change that dynamic of power and just, really help bring, different diverse stories to the forefront.
Right, and just jobs, because a lot of people think entertainment industry and they think in front of the camera. But there are so many jobs that, my brothers or my cousins or, friends can do behind the scenes that make
Yep.
ridiculous salaries,
Mm-hmm.
and you can travel a lot. There are unions you can be a part of. There's so many things other than being in front of the camera. I love in front of the camera, but there's some people that can't and they don't know about the jobs that are available. Those are usually passed down from generation to generation. People's fathers who've been doing it for 50 years, they tell them about this. Like people that come from where I come from don't know that you need somebody to uh, help with the camera opposite the camera operator. They don't know about the gaffers. They don't know about, the lighting technician. Like they don't know about these things. And there are jobs out there. So when I say
You're
empire, I'm
right.
not just saying in front of the camera, I'm saying all of it. Like we
Yes.
need people like us all everywhere. So
Yes.
that's a part of it as well.
We need producers, writers,
Absolutely.
cinematographers,
Absolutely.
cameramen, lighting. We need it all. You're right. There's so many jobs in the entertainment industry that does not have to deal with being in front of the camera. But yes, you can
Yep.
make a generous amount of money, travel, and just make great work. So it's definitely
Absolutely.
needed. It's definitely needed. So
Absolutely.
I love the goals there, and yeah, yeah, I do. I love it. All right, just got three more questions for you, Cleo. Going on to the number 8 question. What passions do you have outside of acting?
Mm, it's really in has taken over my life, but I would say singing is one, and um, politics is another. I always say if I wasn't an actor, I would probably be in politics. Um,
Really?
yeah, I since I was young, I've always been so obsessed with it. I went to Boys State in Arkansas, learned about politics there. Um, Worked on a few campaigns, uh, campaigned for Hillary in New York City, and phone banked for Obama in New York City, and stuff out here as well. It's always been like a strong second thing that I'm interested in throughout my life. So yeah, absolutely politics.
Very interesting. Well, I do have to say that I am happy that you chose, the career path that you're on right now. Just because, yes, politics is important. Don't get me wrong. To know it, to be informed is important. But let's be honest, there's just so many good people who just lose their soul once they go into politics, and it's just sad to see.
Right, right, right. But I'm gonna throw something back at you. There are a lot of people that lose their soul in this industry too.
This is
Uh,
true. This is true.
whoo, whoo,
Yeah,
whoo, I've seen it
you are
firsthand.
very right. You're very right on that. This is a very easy industry to lose your soul to. This is because you really have to decide, what's important and how you're gonna willing to go about it. So
And
it's
stick with it.
and stick with it. Yes. Yes, that
That's the
is true.
hardest part. You can make up a lot of goals and a lot of things that you want to do, checklists and all that, but unless you stick to it, you know, and are just a bit, malleable where you can change stuff up on a dime, like, whew, it's a lot.
It
It's a
is.
lot.
You're no, you're right. It is. It is a lot. All right. Going on to the next question, going on to number 9. Cleo, if you had a chance to collaborate with 3 actors on a movie, name the 3 actors who you like to collaborate with.
Well, that's easy. Viola Davis,
Oh yeah.
because I want both of us to cry and snot at the same time. I want her to play my mama. I want to do the walk. I want all of it. And then next
I
would
love
be
it.
Will.
I love it. I do. That just made my day. Go on.
And I'm so serious about it. I'm so serious about it. And then number 2 would be Will Smith. He's another
Mhm.
person who I have on my wall right now. I know there's controversy around him, but he will always be Will Smith to me, and I want to work with him. So it is what it is. And then last is has to be Meryl Streep. I mean, there's just no other way getting around it. It has to be Meryl Streep. I have to work with her. You know, that's what it is.
Yes, I love all 3 of those choices because one, Viola Davis, I heard is getting absolute receiving critical acclaim for her performance in The Woman King, which makes me want to see it even more.
Oh, it
Uh,
looks so good.
oh my God. I saw that trailer. I was like, what? A group of African women warriors kicking ass. I am so there. Where's my
Me
popcorn?
too. Me too. Oh my
Oh,
gosh. She's about
oh,
to kill it. I hope there's
yes,
just
she
a little
is.
snot that comes out, just a little snot that comes out or a tear. Cause Oscar, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And I do love Will Smith. Yes. I know people have their opinions and all that kind of stuff, but as you just pointed out perfectly, Will Smith will always be Will Smith. I am not going to look at that one moment of humanness because he is human like everybody else, and just think that he's
Absolutely.
the worst person in the world. No, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
We all have
Mm-mm.
our moments, whether it be public or private. We all have it. So I'm not going
Truth.
to
Truth.
look down on Will just because of that moment. So I agree with that. Plus, I am happy
And
that
at
he's an
least and at
Oscar.
least agreed. And at least his bad moment was in front of everybody. A lot of our bad moments are in private, and we don't talk about them. We don't
Right.
put them out there on Front Street. We saw what his bad moment was, and it really wasn't that bad. you know?
No,
And
not
so I'm carrying on with my life, you know?
exactly. It was very, very tame considering all the moments that, award shows that can happen, there's been fist fights at awards. So it's just, it is what it is. So, but
It
I
is.
agree with you on that. And then of course you said Meryl Streep, who, is truly one of the best actors of her generation. Uh, she's done it all. I'm surprised that just because she's done it all, I'm surprised she's still acting. There isn't a role that she hasn't played that she just hasn't done. I mean, she's done it all.
Right, right. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Well, she's saving one that she hasn't done for me to start opposite her, is
Yes,
all I'm saying.
that's all,
You know,
that's
so
all we're
so
saying.
Meryl, whenever you have it ready, you just call me. Let me
Oh
stop.
yes, yes. Can we get a movie with you, Will Smith, Meryl Streep, and Viola Davis? And I think Ava DuVernay needs to direct it. I think that would be a blockbuster film.
Sure. Why not? Why can't that happen? I'll write it. I'll get it done.
Exactly, exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, Cleo, going on to the last question for you. Any
Uh-oh,
advice?
uh-oh.
Yes, yes, last question. Any advice for any actors who inspire to reach your level of success?
Do the work. Do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of work to be done. Uh, if you're serious about it, get some kind of training, whether it be in Los Angeles or New York. It doesn't even have to be here, but you're gonna have to move here to really be able to put your foot on the ground and make some stuff happen for you in one of these places. I feel like self-taping have made it easier, but I'm one of those actors that feel like if you're not here, you're missing out, you know? So do the work, get some training, move to the epicenter of where the arts are being done that you want to do, put your head down and kick ass, you know? Like
Yes,
don't come up for air until you've accomplished something, then scratch it off that checklist, that vision board, and move on down to the next thing and keep going. Because it's easy to get to New York City. I spent 7 years in New York City, went to school there, did national tours, did all that type of stuff. And it's easy to get wrapped up in New York City if you aren't, on top of yourself, if you aren't doing the work. It's easy to get caught up in Los Angeles if you're not doing the work. So remember why you're here, remember what's at stake, and do the work.
yes. I love it, and I 100% agree. Do the work. That's the only way you'll find success. There is no
Truth.
easy answers, there's no easy routes. It's just simply doing the work. That
Right. I
is
felt like I brought the interview down when I said that, but
it.
it's
No,
just true. It's the truth. I don't know how else to. If you're real about this, then that's what you got to do.
but
Some
you're
people are able to come out and make it, spare the moment, not having any training. But it's not everybody. Some of us
right,
have to work our tails off for it. So be prepared
right.
to do that, just in case that's you in your journey.
But what you're saying is absolutely true. It's really easy to uh think it's easy to achieve this stuff when you're looking at just the glitz and glamour. But if you're not looking at the
Right,
behind the scene work, then you're going to get a rude awakening that it's not as easy as one would assume. So
right, and it's not. Just so y'all know, it's not. It can be.
no,
It can be, and there are one, but it's not always. You know,
right.
flowers and peaches and cream and why did I say peaches and cream? It's not always happy. Great, you know. You
No,
help me out, girl. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I get what you're saying. It's not all roses and all the kind of stuff. Roses and sunflowers is all I can say.
Right,
It's
right,
not
right, right,
always, yeah, it's yeah, and not to say that, to scare anybody, just to put the reality. The reality is
right,
you have to put in the work. You do have to keep focus, and you do have to keep, in a way, your eyes on your prize. Don't get lost
right.
in the glitz and glamour, and then forget what you came to do for in the first place.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, way to sum it up. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. So completely understand. Completely understand.
We are on one accord.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
are. Absolutely. We've been on, yes, absolutely. We've got one accord this whole interview, I do believe. So we
Yes.
good. We good. But Cleo, it has been an absolute pleasure to be able to speak with you. You have been great. I love your direction. I love the realness and of course your comedy. And I cannot wait to see what more you accomplish. And yeah,
Me too. Me too.
yeah, you definitely got the world. The world will soon be your oyster. So I cannot wait to see what else that we get the chance to see you in.
Thank you. And I can't wait to see where your show goes, you know? I can't wait to come back on and you have your own set and you're interviewing people like
Yes.
that. So come
Yes.
on and do your work too, because we're waiting on you.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you for sure. I definitely want you to be back on, like fully on the show, on the set. Yes, that is the goal. That's what we're gonna do for it. Yes, I
Amen.
totally
Amen.
agree. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening in. Of course, I highly encourage my audience one more time. Make sure you follow Cleo Berry on all social media platforms. Check out his work. Give him a shout out. Just let him know that we're excited to see what he does. And yeah, this is an incredible actor. He was putting in the work, and definitely we want to give him all the support. So make sure you guys do so, for sure. And of course, I want to thank my amazing guest, Cleo Blair, one more time for being amazing. Of course, you guys know.
Woo!
Yes, woohoo!
You got to
Yes,
root for yourself sometimes. You have to
yes,
root
you
for yourself sometimes.
do. Yes, you
So
do. Can
root,
I get
root.
an amen?
Amen.
Yes, amen. Of course, everybody knows out there, I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson. I will be back to bring you guys another great episode of the J Lounge here. Just to let everybody know, I will be going on vacation in the next few days, so the J Lounge will be taking just a tiny little hiatus till then. But on September 26th, I'll be back, bigger, better, and greater than ever. So I appreciate everyone's patience. All right, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed the interview today. Please enjoy the rest of you guys' day, and I will be back soon. Till then, bye.
Bye.